to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Sylvia. Welcome to the family. I would love for you to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that great stuff. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate your support. Wait, 1 second for the ball. 1 second for the ball. Okay. So now that you are a part of the family, let's go ahead and get into this video. I just feel like it's been a hot minute since I came on here to talk to you guys or give you any updates. And there's just been so much going on behind the scenes, and I just haven't had a chance to even like pop in here to talk to you guys. That is so rude, you know? So I have a couple updates to give you guys. First things first, obviously I moved, and that actually was a big part of why I haven't been on YouTube for a hot minute, because the whole moving process bamboozled me. Like, I was not ready for all that work that I had to do to moving, packing, unpacking, which I'm still not done with, and even like getting this place set up. Crazy shit. But the exciting part is my fiance and I finally moved in together. And I guess just like having fun with putting the place together, getting our routines into sync, and just, you know, enjoying life before the wedding. So as far as like moving together or moving, that's done. We just have to like make this place into a home, which we're in the process of doing. It just takes a while. And why did anybody tell me how freaking expensive furniture is? Okay, I kind of knew that, but like I didn't know it was this deep. Like, it's actually insane how expensive things are, especially the things that I actually want. Like, my taste is here and my budget is kind of here. Secondly, you guys already know this, but obviously I'm in the thick of wedding planning, and I just want to tell you guys that I did finally find my dress, and it's absolutely, it's chef's kiss to me, because I know y'all like to tussle, you know, I know y'all like to, before someone's like, oh, but like the dress is not that, but I said to me, okay? So I did find my dress with the help of my lovely girls, and I have a whole video filmed on that. I don't know if that's gonna go up before this one, or this is gonna go up before that one, but it is gonna go up at some point. I just have to edit it, and I haven't done that. I haven't gotten to it, guys. I'm fighting.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
I'm actually fighting for my life, but the video's gonna get edited and it's gonna get posted soon. So you guys will see the whole process of that, and possibly see, you know, some other dresses I tried on that it wasn't for me. Also, just the entire process of like planning this wedding, like, mind you, I do have a wedding planner and she is great, but like the decision fatigue is crazy, because like everything comes down to, oh, do you want this or that, what the budget is, and the things that can fit into the budget, and like, you know, the decor, like everything is stressful. It's stressful, girls. It's stressful. If you have planned a wedding, or you're planning a wedding, or you're in the thick of planning a wedding, please drop in the comments things that you didn't do or didn't see the need to do. I could take a note or two from you girls. You know, just things that like I really shouldn't be stressing about, that I am stressing about. You know, help a sister, because it is definitely stressful. So if you are married and you planned a wedding, or even if you did have help, whatever, let me know in the comments things that I should really just go to sleep. Like, I shouldn't even like be stressed about in general, you know, or just things that I can do as a bride to help. But my wedding, like, we're literally a couple of months out now, so I need to get my shit together. with that because I feel like I still have quite a bit of things to do before the actual day. I also officially left my corporate 9-to-5 banking job. So if you didn't know or you're new here, I used to work in corporate action in the banking industry. And I think I've worked there for about 3 years. And it's officially 3 weeks since I left. And let me tell you, it actually was the best decision that I made for myself. Nobody talks about how how brutal the corporate world is, especially if you work in the banking or finance industry. It is a brutal, like the workload, the stress, and just like in general, how much of yourself you have to like put into your job to be successful. It's actually insane. It's crazy. And on top of that, I also was dealing with a toxic manager, low-key, and I had up to here. I had enough of the BS of like how just burnt out I was at that job. And obviously I was juggling that with social media also for so long, so it was just like it just became unbearable for me personally. And I guess the kicker was the whole situation with my manager. If you know, you know, but like Jesus Christ, some people are just so miserable in their own lives that like they literally make it a point to make your life miserable. But long and short is life is better on the other side. There's no reason for anyone to stay in a toxic like job environment for that long. So if you have the option to, please leave. I know that's not practical for everyone. It wasn't practical for me at some point. So but it is what it is. Like I've been so relieved since I left that job. Like mentally, it feels like a load. I don't know, like a big load off my shoulder, off my head. Like I've been sleeping well. I've been trying to get more rest and just to like put myself in recovery mode so that I can actually enjoy the exciting things that are happening in my life right now. I don't want to talk about corporate life, but I mean, if you are working in the corporate world, especially banking or finance industry, you know what I mean. Like you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can share your story in the comments so that we can all read and we can kiki and we can give each other some emotional support. But you know what I mean. Like, yeah. Tell me y'all stories in the comments. And if you've ever like even been in a situation like that, and on top of that, dealing with a toxic manager, like let's hear it. Let's hear it, people. The floor is yours. Tell your story. Tell us the story. But other than that, everything is going pretty well. Lots of things to be excited for, lots of new ventures that I will be going into apart from like outside of doing content. So I'm very excited. I just need to kind of chill and let this wedding play out before I, you know, make other like big commitments. So this is the outfit. The leggings and sports bra. Look at the cheek. Leggings, love. It's perfect. Like it's literally so stretchy, so soft. Maybe I could have sized down to get a more at the waist, but it's fine. There we go. I'm also just gonna pair it with. I'm gonna pair it with this BBL jacket. I'll show you guys. It's actually really cute. Very cute. The set is from Aybl. Like sometimes I don't know if I'm saying it right. Also working with Aybl. I'll be working with them for the next couple months, so I do have a code. The code will be in my description box, and if you have any questions about the set or like new drops, whatever, let me know in the comments. Yes, we are gym ready. I'm gonna hit the gym and do a little quick core and cardio workout. Luckily, I already got my workouts done for the week, and I only have core and cardio left to do today. So let's finish strong.
If I had to sum up in one word the difference between the greats and the average,
One word.
One word,
one
discipline.
attribute to describe the difference.
Discipline?
Yes, it is.
If you don't have the discipline,
Oh, clock it.
you can forget about the success.
Let's get it.
All champions have this.
The kind of girl you like is right here with me, right here with me. Ten times out of 10 I know you're lying, and 9 times out of 10 I know you're trying to. I'm trying to be fair, and you're trying to be there, not to care. And you're caught up in your permanent emotions. All the loving I've been giving goes unnoticed. It's just floating in the air. Looky there, are you aware? You're my lifeline and you're trying to kill me. If it wasn't me, would you still feel me? Like on my worst day, or am I not thirsty enough? I don't care about the lights or the beams. Spend my life in the dark, but it's like a you and me. Only way to go is up. It's getting too tough. My life in a track for the sake of you and me, only way to go is up.
Good morning, guys. Actually, it is afternoon, but I've kind of lost track of the days. So it is a random day in the week. And I just feel like cooking. I feel like cooking something specific though, because I've been craving it all week. And a lot of you know I'm like half Ghanaian and half Nigerian, but my roots are actually in Ghana because that's where I grew up. That's where I was raised before I moved to Canada. And if you didn't know, I'm from a tribe. I'm from the Aybl tribe in Ghana. And one of our very popular meals or very popular food that is popular amongst the Aybles in Ghana is okra soup, which also happens to be one of my favorite soups. And I eat it a lot, but I just realized like I actually have never posted it. I feel like a lot of people think all I eat is chicken breast and rice, like because I'm a gym girly, and also maybe because that's all I post. Like I don't really post my traditional meals when I eat them, but I kind of want to show you guys a little bit of my roots and some culture. Let's sprinkle some culture in the food. So today's just gonna have to be the day where I make it and I show you guys. Public service announcement. PSA. I'm not a chef. I have never claimed to be one, so don't come for me, but I'm going to try to make it as authentic as possible and as authentic as I remember it being made. I've been making it, but I've just been, making it my style. Like I said, I'm not a chef, so I just kind of want to show you a little bit of my roots. And this is what it is. I already did go shopping and I got everything that I needed. Let's get into it. I also did a lot of the prep work off camera. I did it last night or 2 days ago. I don't know. So I'm just gonna show you everything that we're gonna be using. We're using some authentic palm oil. This is very common. Ghanaians actually call this zomi. So, or is it Ghanaians or just Aybles? I don't know, but we call this zomi back home. And this is gonna be the oil that we're using. It's really popular for cooking other things back home. But for okra, absolutely, this is what we use. I have some dry shrimps as well. Some dry fish. This is smoked dry fish. I don't know the actual type of fish, but or like what it's called. I just know it's smoked fish, so that's what y'all gonna get, and so that's what we're using. I also chopped up some onions. I also did chop up some okra right here. I want to try something new today. Like I've seen a lot of people do it this way, where they blend some of the okra to get the draw, the gooey thing going. But I usually, when I make okra, I just like chop it up and just use that. And then I add a little bit of baking soda to give it a little thing. But in this video, I'm actually going to be trying something new where I'm gonna blend some of the okra. So I did cut some of them up. So I did cut some of it up to use for that. So I'll be blending these two in the blender and using that as the base before I add in the chopped okra. I also have something here called crayfish. I don't know. I think it's called herrings in English. I'm not sure, but the local name is crayfish. So I have a little bit of that. And we have this little fish. It has a very strong smell. We call it momone back home. I don't know what it's called here, but Ghanaians call this momone. It has a very strong smell, but it's supposed to give the soup lots of flavor. For protein or meat, we have what we call back home pomo. Actually, that is the Nigerian name, not the Ghanaian name. Ghanaians call this wele. Okay, this is how you know I have been brainwashed, not brainwashed. I've just been like, I've been around lots of Nigerians, and my fiance is Nigerian too, so I'm starting to call this Pomo, but we call it Willy back home, or Ghanaians call this Willy. I think Nigerians call it Pomo. So we have the Willy and towel, or Pomo and towel. Y'all can go find English names, but that's what we're using. Finally, we have some meats. This is goat and chicken. I almost forgot one of the most important things, and that is the pepper mix. Here, it is a little spicy because I like my food spicy, but it's a mix of red pepper, scotch bonnet, ginger, garlic, onion, rosemary, some thyme, just some other like seasoning and spices to give it a little bit more flavor. So yeah, this is actually going to form the base of the soup. Now that we're done that, let's get into actually making the soup. I went and grabbed one of my biggest pots of gagba that we're gonna use. I might as well just teach you guys like some Aybl while we're at it, because I'm gonna be using a lot of like terms. I need a lot of space for, you know. So let's just rinse this. We're gonna go ahead and start off with some palm oil. I already went ahead and warmed this up, so we're gonna add a bit of this to the pot. Don't ask me about like measuring and freaking how much. We don't do that. We don't do that here in Black. We pour seasoning and just like ingredients until our ancestors tell us stop. I'm literally gonna eyeball everything, so like I've been doing all these years, and it's been fine. Okay, the pot is hot, so we're gonna put some of this oil in there. Oh shoot. Oh my god, I did this wrong. How did I forget that we have to steam the meats before we actually start making the soup? We're off to a really interesting start. Yeah, but let's actually steam the meat first. I think we should do it. There we go, Smoky Mouse.
So I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Let's just restart this. Let's restart. Okay, so now that we're back to normal, let's actually start with the meats, okay? Because I kind of forgot about that. But we're gonna steam the meats right here. We'll start with the chicken and goat. So put that in there. And then I'll also add the pomo and the towel in the same pot. They will be steamed together. Okay. So I'm gonna add some seasoning to the meat, some of our blended stuff that we talked about at the beginning. I'm gonna add some of that here. And then we'll put some Maggi seasoning as well. Just a couple drops. Okay. And then I'll also add some dry seasoning to this. 1 single bay leaf. salt, okay? And just every other thing. Little black pepper, some rosemary, and I know I kind of blended some of that into pepper mix, but I'm still gonna add a bit. Because what is left with all seasoning? Little bit of Maggi, a good mix. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this and then just let it cook and simmer for a while, and then I think we can get started on what we initially started with. Okay, so we're gonna leave that to cook and simmer, and then we will soon get started on the actual soup. I feel like it'll be too soon if we started on the actual soup, because then we have to wait for the meat to cook, and we need the stock of the meat to make the soup. So let's just chill for a bit, and then we'll come back to start the actual soup once this is like good. The meat is actually good now, and we can kind of start with the actual soup. So I'm gonna just set this aside, and then let's bring back our pot. Guys, we literally cannot burn this the second time, so like I gotta be on my Zoom. We gotta be on our Zoom. So now that I have the oil a little warmed up, we will be adding our onions. And hold on, I need to make sure that it's actually hot so I can get my shrimp in. Nah. Nice. Fish that has the strong smell, we're gonna add that so we can get some more flavor. We don't need this to burn. Calm down. Jeez. Okay. Okay. So I actually forgot to mention this, but I also did get some locust beans. So we're gonna add a little bit of that. We're gonna add the pepper blended mix to the oil. I have a good feeling about this. Like, we are on the right track. This is gonna turn out good. Yeah. Oh, before this starts to... I'm gonna add the crayfish, and then we'll let this cook for a bit. And then we'll come back. The other piece of the okra that I chopped up, that's going to go in before the other one. You know what I mean? So we're gonna blend this. Ciao. I am stressed. I don't know if I ever blended this, but it's giving, like, it looks smooth, and it's not supposed to be smooth, but this is what I get for trying something new. We're still gonna go ahead with the plan, but it's small, so it shouldn't really matter because I still have my chopped okra to use. But we're gonna go ahead and what's done's done. It's gonna have to work. I am going to add my meat stock and everything into this. The meats that we made. I'm gonna put everything in there. Oh, it's looking good. I think we're in a good spot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in the dry shrimps as well as the dry fish. I just washed it. I know a lot of people like to soak it till they get soft, but I hate when my dry fish is all scattered in the soup. So I didn't soak it. I would just let it cook in the base of the soup. Everything is essentially in the soup except for the okra, which is the last thing that we will add because I hate my okra being overcooked. I like a little bit of crunch to it, so I'm gonna leave that to the very last minute after I add the blended gooey okra. But yeah, that's the last thing we're waiting for, and our soup should be ready. So I'm gonna let this cook for a bit and then we'll come back and do that. So soup, this is all done, and now I just have to make some banku to go with it when I get back from the gym. Tasty, tasty, tasty. She is a chef, she doesn't know it. This absolutely slaps. So now I can go and get my workout in and then come back and make some banku to go with okra. That'll be all for today, and I'll see you.
I do it how you say you want it. Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give you nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't wanna see me find your love. They don't wanna see me smiling back when they pre-knowing I lie for you. Thinking I die for you. Sure to see cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller, controller. Yeah. Like controller, controller. Yeah. But you can't just diss and come tell man sorry. You can't listen to me talk, then go tell my story. It don't work like that when you lost somebody.
So we're back from the grocery store, and I'm literally, when I tell you guys I'm so tired, I'm literally so tired because I've been on my feet since the morning. But I want to show you guys everything that we got in the spirit of eating healthier. And you know, we already did a very big batch of grocery shopping I think a couple weeks ago, but so this is kind of like the mini version of things that we still needed to get. So let me just kind of walk you guys through everything that we got. Some spinach, also got some beetroot because your girl is about to start juicing, so we got some of that. What is life without plantain chips? So we got 2 of that, and then some fresh fruit, strawberries, some raspberries. Don't judge me again, but I also did get what we call chin chin. If you're Nigerian, you're Ghanaian, or you're African, you probably know what this is. Again, not the healthiest option, but honestly, I do not be eating healthy all of the time. Some orange, because like I said, we're gonna be juicing, so I got some oranges. More fruit, so I got some watermelon. My fiance actually really likes this, so he just hates to cut them up. So we got some watermelon. Also got some bananas. Love these. And more fruits, pears. Oh! Avocados. And some celery. I actually hate these, but I'm going to be juicing them, so hopefully I like it better in like the juice or whatever form. And then we got some frozen shrimps, some protein. What is this? Okay, we got some fish, mackerel. So And I don't see too many people eat this. I don't know if it's an African thing or Ghanaian thing or Nigerian thing or like whatever, but I got me some yam. Guys, so I want to show you guys my semi-finished bathroom. We did change the shower head and put in this rain shower head. I don't know if that's what's called. And then we put some, what's that? The organizers there. Y'all see my African sponge. Because if you're not using the sponge, what are you doing? So we put that in, installed that. Guys, I was on my Bobina the Builder yesterday. And then we put some eucalyptus leaves up there. So that is for the main shower. So what's looking like my sponge is really not giving the aesthetic vibes right now, but it's all right. And then we put this mini organizer here for all the bathroom stuff, like the soap, Q-tips, toothpaste, toothbrush, and then some diffuser. This smells heavenly, by the way. I also have the white jasmine in the other bathroom and it smells heavenly. So this is about to be a staple. Okay. Then we did this little corner. That plant is my old plants from my old place from IKEA. I forgot, you know, what it's called on the website, but it's from IKEA. Then I had this little bat tray with some essentials. I put what is it called, Epsom salt, and then some real felt petals. You know, if I want to have a little cutesy bath, or just, you know, have a nice little time here. And then some bath bombs, some towels, whatever, and then towel station right there. And then the Florax. This little station right here, I still do need to put this up. So I will be in my Bobina the Builder stage or era again. But I also do need to put some decor, like make this look really cute and pretty. So I'm just waiting for my stuff to come in so that I can actually make this corner look pretty. But then some towels, wet wipes, and then some other things are coming that'll, you know, make this place look a little prettier. And you know, y'all know what's going on here already. So yeah, that's it. I love it. Literally love it.